Comes a time in every man's life when you have to step up and do something that you might not want to do because the downside of not stepping up means that you will be somebody's bitch forever. And that's the moment that Donald Trump is in right now. He's a former president of the United States. He is the top contender for 2024. He is the top contender for 2024. And we're seeing something in our country we've never seen this. They're using the term lawfare. That is a terrible term. That's not what it is. This is an insurrection. It is secession without telling anybody else to drag you along. What's the downside of secession? Is that you won't have the resources of the states you want to leave. And what we have right now is we have pockets of people. We don't have really, there's no such thing as a red state. There's just states that are different sides of this Zionist pie that we have in our country. Every single politician is a Zionist, literally, pretty much. I mean, maybe the squad might not be. I don't even know them for sure. So you don't really have states. You have people who are pocketed and then they go online. They're siloed on the internet. And what we've seen is an area like New York has seceded. Georgia seceded from the Union effectively without telling anybody, so they can drag everyone with them. Because if they had actually seceded from the Union, then everybody would have to figure things out on their own. You would have to negotiate and do all those things. That gets a little sloppy. Like, it gets a little messy. Why don't we just take over the country? And that's what we have right now. Donald Trump is in a unique position where he has Secret Service protection for life. And he can force a constitutional crisis at the snap of a finger. And the news that we got from the courtroom today is that the judge found Trump in contempt. Remember, I said he's the #1 candidate for president, so everything that he does and says is political. Everything is covered under free speech right now for what, basically, as long as you don't infringe on someone else's rights, which obviously he has not done here. He's trying to defend himself. He's not infringing on anybody's rights. He's not doxing anybody or anything like that. So you have to take a moral stance outside of the system. And there's a take from many Trump supporters and MAGA that you must stay within the system. You actually have to give legitimacy to the system, and I think that's a flawed strategy. And that's what Donald Trump is doing here. So the update from the courtroom today, there's many updates, but this is the most important. Donald Trump, the former president, was fined $1,000 each for each of his 9 violations of the gag order. What? Former President Donald Trump, this is all deserved. If he's going to give this courtroom legitimacy, then this is what you're going to get. What else do you think is going to happen? Jail's next. Former President Trump is on trial, of course. Let's go through, and I'm going to read. The case is so bad. I just want to reset that. I don't know if I've even done a good segment just resetting how stupid this case is. And I'm not going to fully there's probably about 4 points of it that you need to know how crazy it is. But you probably already know, but I just want to break that down. But before we do that, Trump, the latest news that just broke about a half an hour ago, or a little bit more than half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago, all 9 of former President Trump's social media posts cited by Judge Juan Merchan in his contempt of court ruling this morning have been removed. So the judge has now forced Donald Trump to remove posts from Truth Social. That's where we're at. We have gone so far down this path that a judge can order a former president on his own it's his website. The judge could order him to take down 9 posts on his website. I thought Truth Social was a failed site. I thought it didn't mean anything. Looks like it means something to Judge Juan Merchan. You're in a position. Recently, this video came out of, I believe it was the mayor of San Jose. And if you've seen the video, you already know what I'm going to talk about. The mayor of San Jose. So this isn't the president. They don't have Secret Service, obviously. He's in the streets, I guess, in San Jose. Doesn't really matter where. And it looks like he has one security detail, like one, I don't know if it's an ex-officer or what, just a security guy. And then there's some, I don't know, pick a Democrat city, one of the these mindless zombies that you see walking around. The reason why you don't go to Democrat cities, one of those people walked up to the mayor while he was on camera. And I don't know what happened. I don't know why there was beef. He was acting erratic, just like they do. And just like Daniel Penny needed to yoke, was it Penny or Perry? I always forget. I think it's Penny. Just like he had to yoke a nigga out, the same type of scenario happened in front of our eyes with this mayor of San Jose. And his security detail struggled with it. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm not going to criticize anybody. It was tough to watch. But my point was the mayor of San Jose doesn't have Secret Service. He could have got involved. The women there looked like they were more intense. And Donald Trump right now, because I don't know if he has a weapon or what. If I was the mayor of San Jose, I would have been involved. And if I get taken out, I'm going to get taken out getting involved. Because it's either that or go run somewhere. He was just right there watching. So what happened is this bum, I don't know who it was heckling or something, got into a fight with his security. He had one security guy, it looked like there, and a bunch of press women or something. And they're fighting. And the mayor is just watching them. And that's kind of what Trump's doing here, is just watching them go further and then further and then further. I didn't make Trump become, I'm not here. I never come up here and tell another grown man what to do. But Donald Trump can drop out then if he doesn't want to be a leader here. I didn't tell him to run again. If you know where I'm coming from, I never wanted him to run again. He's too old. He decided to run again. He is the one that wants to be the leader. I'm going to analyze him as a leader. Donald Trump is straight up a bitch. If he advised, and he already did, he deleted the 9 posts. Why? What are you going to do? You need to pop the pimple. You need to burst the bubble. Right now, just like they say, the stock market, just like in the crash of '08, the whole real estate market was built up on a bubble. Right now, the whole country, everything in this country is built up on a bubble right now. And Donald Trump needs to pop it. He's like, this is enough. I've had enough. Even the milquetoast, as great as he is, the milquetoast Tim Pool has the same take. I'm like, that's saying something. That wasn't Salty Cracker. That's not Ignoramus. That's not Young Nick. It's Tim Pool said that. And that says something to me. It's very measured. That's not a diss. I'm just saying on the scale of people to listen to, it's not Jesse Kelly. It's very moderate, reasonable, even said, at some point, if clowns come to your door with a warrant, then you're going to have to say, no, clown, leave. And can an average citizen do that? No. Because an average citizen can't force a constitutional crisis. I would condone non-compliance if it comes with organized, peaceful secession. If it's just one random person that's not going to abide by a court, you're hemmed up, you're done. Donald Trump is in a different position that he can do that. Even if he didn't have Secret Service, I wouldn't even be saying this. Now, they can strip the Secret Service, don't get me wrong, but you can let's just force this to see where this goes. He deleted 9 of his posts. So the judge said that they violated the limited gag order. It's pretty large to me. 9 posts prohibiting Trump from targeting potential witnesses and others involved. You see how they try to frame it? The 9 posts were deleted during the court's lunch break. So it's kind of like you got locked up and you're in the pokey and somebody said, hey, give me your lunch. And I don't care it's easy for me to say now, but I don't care if there has to be me getting the beat down. No, bitch, you're not having my lunch. And we'll have to do what we need to do right now. And that's what they did. They walked up to Trump and they said, come here, give me your lunch, bitch. And Trump gave it to them.
Middle MAGA.